Good morning. It's Tuesday. Yay, you made it through Monday. Woo! So I mentioned about talking about patience today, but I've actually been inspired to talk about something else, which is energy. But I feel like they can go hand in hand pretty easily. So we can have moments where you're in the flow. Life is just moving right along and things are really feeling like they don't even necessarily have to be always going in your favor, but just moving in a direction. And that sort of quells any of idea that you need to be patient for something, because you're constantly seeing some sort of movement, and that makes waiting tolerable. The difficult part, I feel, is that when the movement isn't visible, the movement in your life, the movement in your career and money and relationship, and it's not so obvious that you get to a point where you're like, I can't wait around anymore, nothing's happening. And so you abandon the energetic intention and the idea that whatever it is that you were striving for, setting your intention for, was happening, that any progress that was unseen to you is lost. And so you have to start all over again. So everything is energy. Everything is connected and moving in one way or another. You know, it's always an exchange. Money is always an exchange. Money always comes, money always goes. Money always comes, always goes. It's just, how are you behaving in relation to that energetic exchange? If it's just about money, if it's about your career, how are you, what's your thought process? What's happening in your mind as this energetic exchange is going on, you know, in relationships and those kinds of things. So it can be difficult to, it can just be challenging to understand what to do next, where to go next, how to behave, who to listen to, and I'm here to tell you, if you can take the time to energetically listen to your body, listen to what you're feeling, you know, does it feel light or does it feel heavy? When you're moving into this energetic exchange in any area of your life, when you think about making a decision, do you feel light surrounding that, or does it make you feel bogged down and just like, oh, I don't even want to do that? Then that is your internal GPS. That should help. If you're able to pay attention long enough, that should be able to help guide you and help you make decisions surrounding that particular area of your life. So by understanding that you have this internal GPS about what's going on and how you're operating in your life, the patience will come a little easier. I won't say it will just, it'll become like a snap and, oh yeah, I can wait forever for that to happen. Usually your ego steps in and is like, what the hell? Why is this taking so long? So having the understanding that your ego is going to step in while things are happening in the unseen world in the direction of your intentions to either get that new job or find your new mate or make the next, thousands of dollars. It's having the understanding that it is all energy and it is a current that travels between you and those intentions, and to understand that it will come back around, and to do your best to have patience about it. So that is really really the focus for today. I can tell you what also comes up for me, and what's come up before is fear. So say you have patience, but you only have patience for so long, and then fear steps in, and fear is like, well, what if it never happens? What if, all the what if scenarios. What if I don't get the job? What if I don't make that money so I can go on this trip? Or what if I don't meet that person I'm supposed to fall in love with, and then your mind, is like a runaway train, and it's like, I'm going to be alone forever, and, it goes all into these sort of desperate scenarios. And really, it's just when that fear steps up and your ego starts to take over and starts to tell you all these stories, that is when the easy thing is, or the more comfortable thing, the more habitual thing that we do is to run from the fear and just be like, no, and just shove it aside and be like, it'll be fine, whatever. Or to completely play into the fear and get shut down and just be like, well, it's never going to happen, so why do I even bother continuing to try? So then the, hi Kit, the idea is that when fear comes up, for you to just sit with that feeling. And it's going to be unusual, especially if you've never done that before, to actually sit in that fear and physically experience it and just be like, okay, I'm feeling fearful. I know my mind is going to just be, off to the races and run me in a million directions. But let me feel this right now. And if you can feel it right now and breathe into it and just experience it for what it is, it's just fear, then it will pass. And doing your best to see the thoughts, recognize the thoughts that your ego is coming up with, but not allowing it to take you on this crazy runaway train, that feeling of fear will then be able to dissipate because you haven't fed into it energetically, and you're continuing to keep your intention energetically for whatever it was that you were wanting or wanting to experience. So the job, the relationship, money, all of those things. And that can be patience, and sitting with that fear are two of the big ones. Big ones. For myself and for my students and clients, I feel like that's a repeat. That's a consistent area of work, of processing that needs to happen to be able to energetically move yourself to the next level. So, what are you afraid of today? Are you afraid to go to work because you know you're going to be unhappy? Are you afraid of breaking up with someone? Are you afraid of not making enough money to pay your bills? What are you afraid of? What has stopped you in your tracks? What thoughts have stopped you in your tracks that have seemed to have overridden your energetic intention, your overall intention? What has fear stopped you from doing? I'd love comment. Let me know. What's fear got you in its grips for today? And are you willing to sit with just the feeling, not of all the crazy scenarios that your mind is coming up with, that all the what ifs, but just what does that fear feel like? And then just be with it. Don't allow your mind to run away. And tell me about it. I'll tell you right now, my fear today is, what is my fear today? Whether or not I'm doing enough. Whether or not I'm supporting my family enough. What can I do to make more money? What can I do to be more supportive? What can I do to be more in service? See, there, your mind, my mind is starting to ramble and go crazy. So I'm just going to sit this morning with the fear of not being and doing enough. And I'm just going to sit with that. And until it's no longer taking a grip on my life. And that may take 5 minutes, and that may take 3 hours. But I'm willing to just sit with it and to be patient so that I can move through what's coming to me next energetically. So I hope you guys have a really great day. Don't let fear have its vice grip on you today or any day. Just sit with it, experience it. I'm going to sit with it right now in meditation. I didn't do my meditation before today's video, so I'm going to do it now. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Also, is there anything that you want me to talk about? What questions do you have for me? I would love to hear what it is you have or you want to know, either about me or topics that you want to discuss. I would really like to hear that. And so make sure you comment below and let me know what it is you want to discuss. So 1, comment, tell me about what's fear got a hold of you for today. And 2, come up with some topics. Let me know what you want to discuss and maybe what you want to know more about me. Okay? So have a great day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye.